What's good, guys? Fantasy Joe back here with my Week 5 edition of Buy Low, Sell Highs. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments, drop them in the comment section down below. Hit that subscribe button if you want to beat your friends and family at fantasy football. It's very important. Post all of my trade advice, my waiver wire advice, my rankings, all that stuff, and you constantly can get in contact with me through the comment section and me respond to all of them. But yeah, let's dive into our buy lows, our sell highs. Few names I wanted to put on. Swift right now is an absolute sell high to me. Anybody that I can convince to buy him off of this good game that he's coming off of, I am going to sell. Big run, 16 for 93 for 1 and 7 for 72 through the air. Massive game. The reception numbers are encouraging. I do think he can be a solid back, but right now you can sell him for an absolute ton. Another guy I would sell is Rachaad White. I just think that there's more and more production coming for Bucky Irving, and I'd sell White while there's still teams that want to buy him. Zach Moss, another player that I would sell. And then let me make sure I've covered all of the big ones. Yes, those are all guys I'd absolutely be selling right now. White, Moss, Zach Moss, Rachaad White, DeAndre Swift. Big sells to me. And then moving over to some buys, I do think this is more of a waiver wire guy, but Kareem Hunt is a buy to me. And then while we're going to talk some of the bigger players, Breece Hall, I'd be going out and making an offer in leagues that I'm in leagues that I don't own Breece Hall already. His projection's really low on a bunch of these sites. He only 2.8, but Breece Hall's thrive for fantasy football with bad quarterback play, good quarterback play. Although he hasn't had a ton of good quarterback play, but I do think Aaron Rodgers is good. I think Breece Hall is an immense talent at the running back position. Another guy I would throw in there who's coming off of a bad game. This one's probably a little bit more acquirable than a Breece Hall, but James Cook fell to the RB10 now, coming off a 10-touch game where he just didn't have a ton of production against Baltimore. But they got ran out of the building. That'd be a name I'd throw one out there. Another guy I would offer a trade on right now, and a lot of this has to do with Davante Adams news. I'd also probably be moving Davante Adams if I own him. I don't think that situation is probably going to get a ton better. Even though it's not great to begin with, just being traded mid-season, stuff like that, has me worried. But you see Brock Bowers this week, 2 bad weeks. I think, especially with Davante Adams potentially moving on, he's going to get an absolute ton of carries moving forward. And then one other name I'll throw out there is a buy low. Brandon Aiyuk, he's been on here for a while, but didn't have many targets this last week. People are going to be really low. A lot of people are benching him, moving on, etc. Another guy I would be making offers on. I think he'll get it going second half of the season, probably another week or two. In this Arizona matchup, I have him ranked pretty high based off where he is currently. And just reviewing some of the buy low, sell highs hits of the year. Jamar Chase is a buy low earlier in the year. That one's easy. But Jaden Reed this last week. A lot of these guys, every week we've had buy lows that have been major hits. Just about, not being too affected by a bad week or two. Like I said, if you can draw someone's entire poor production to 1 or 2 missed plays, and they've made those plays in the past and they're not an older player, then I think you jump all over that and you make those moves. Like we saw for Amari Cooper, who I think is another continuous buy low. Tank Dell, Brandon Aiyuk, a lot of these guys I think are great buy lows right now based off the current landscape of things. If you guys have made it to this point in the video, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions or comments, drop them in the comment section down below. I'll respond as always. This is Fantasy Joe. Thank you guys so much for watching.